And see, the problem is they done taught us to hate everything black. They done taught us to hate everything black. So we tend to hate ourselves, and we wonder why all the shootings and killings going on with one another. We think that somebody is our friend, and somebody gonna uh, pay you some reparations or something. When I say don't just, you know, settle for what they give you. See, they done taught us garbage history about Africa, and then as soon as we come on here and refute what they saying, they want to say some space aliens came in and did. Ain't another way to usurp your history and tell you that you were dumb, and tell you that you lower than dirt, that we dirt people and we worship dirt and animals. And see, they had no idea of the spiritual systems that controlled us. See, we confused over here in Babylon. We can't rock with Babylon. We can't get down with Babylon. We don't know what Babylon is about. See, Babylon is a place, state. See, the mind state that you have right now, which is Roman European Christendom, that you have right now, is a mind control process. Whoever controls your God controls your existence. Whoever controls your God controls your mind. You see what I'm saying? So when you go to pray at night, the mind store, everything is pictures. So what do you see? That's the question everybody got to ask themselves. And if you don't see a God that's the same color as you, and that's the same ethnic group as you, then you mind control and you confused. You not looking at the bigger picture. See, they worship. Let me tell it on Esau. Let me tell it on Esau for a minute. We know y'all worship our ancestors. And y'all worship our monuments, our statues, and our artifacts. That's why you sent Wallace Budge over there as a spy and a thief to steal a lot of the artifacts so you can start you a religion. What no religion ever started in Europe. So you the black God that gave them that concept. The concept of religion, a concept of a God, the even thought of an afterlife come from the ancient African ancestors. So we are the immortal black gods. You see, when they did that movie, The Immortals, they showed the Africans as all crazy looking and with one eye. Well, they got that out of Greek mythology. You see what I'm saying? They knew we had that third eye. And they said the African was 10 feet tall. I think that came from Aristotle. He said the Africans, it was one of them Greeks, said the Africans was 10 feet tall with one eye. But he was meaning metaphorically, that's how royal they were. Because they was big, means strong and tall and uh, immortal. You know what I'm saying? That's what big is. If you 10 feet tall, you can't defeat a, you see a 10 feet, then you're going to be intimidated by somebody that's 10 feet tall. You see what I'm saying? But they were saying they were 10 feet tall in the higher sciences, in the higher knowledge of thinking and teaching. It wasn't, everything ain't always uh, as it seems. Everything ain't always uh, straight up on the table. Sometimes you gotta look into things. Sometimes you must look into things. Don't just look at it, look into things. and decipher what are they talking about. Because if I said somebody had one eye and was 10 feet tall, you would see what they show on Immortal. But see, white people take everything for face value. They take everything literally. Like they got a how I say it is instead of having a metaphor behind it. You take everything literally, and y'all get that from white people. That train of thought, that way of thinking, that psychology, you get that from white people. Always thinking that something is always literal. You see what I'm saying? So when they say the darkness come out of light, they wasn't talking about, you know, just any old. That's a scientific term. That's a scientific. You've seen it today with your solar eclipse. When the darkness turn into light, say behind somebody's back shall come forth. So the word karma is a real thing, and we must know that karma is a, first of all, karma is an actual place in Africa. Karma is an actual place in Africa. So a lot of these terms we use are not new. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing new under the sun. And that same solar eclipse that we seen today, they thousands and thousands of times over and over again. So they already had the solar knowledge, which religion is solar knowledge. We must know that. We must know that. And we created the sun. We created the sun, moon, and stars. And the earth and the and every planet that you see, we created it. So niggas saying we aliens on that purpose, I can understand you. But when you talk about some little green men that came out the sky and built some pyramids, then they just need to lock you up in one of them padded rooms. And we'll let you out when we see one. How about that? Now, the immortal black gods, they can't kill us. We are a part of nature that cannot be destroyed. I ask God every day, reset the, destroy everything, Lord, or God, or Jah. Destroy everything and reset everything. See, y'all think that you ain't gonna be here, but your people is always gonna be here. We, just like the grass grow, black people will always be on this earth. But when I say I want Jah to destroy the earth, I'm saying I need a reset of justice upon the planet. Because when we ruled the planet, there was no such thing as war. When we ruled the planet, there was no such thing as war. You get that tribalism from your slave master. He, no doubt, we was going each other heads a little bit before we got it. But a lot of that was settled before any war ever happened. You got documents about African history where you could, the African tribe, they might be in the middle of a war, but to stop the war, like on a timeout sheet, and start drinking water with one another and having a conversation. Was that Capoeira, the Mantu arts of the African world, where the Chinese get martial arts from? The Chinese get martial arts from black people, Mantu arts. And you can see them, a lot of the disputes, you can see was settled by just one match. One match of the Capoeira, what we call it today, what they call it today in Brazil, which is a fighting weapon, but they described it as a dance so the slave master wouldn't knew that he was practicing his war weapon, which was Mantu arts, which was started in Africa. Now the black, with the dragons, any dragon that you see in Chinese art is symbol black man. which would be an emblem of who gave them the culture. And the Buddhas that they show you are the African Ethiopian people that brought them the knowledge of spirituality, civilization, martial arts, and writing. The closest to the ancient African art and sciences is China. And if you research China, they will tell you that they are 90% African. And they did over 20 some thousand, 200,000 people or whatever, DNA in China, and it showed that they are African people. No doubt the Mongoloid and the Neanderthal gene. But most of their genes come from what y'all call today the Bushmen, which are the Kalahari tribe in Central East Africa, which are the oldest or the second oldest people on the planet. Oldest are the pygmies, which y'all call the Twa, which are the little people. They were here first. The little black people that you see all over the planet, they were here first. That's why the oldest god of Egypt is Ptah and Bes. And both of them was from the Twa tribe. And the Twa tribe, the ancient Egyptian spirituality in existence today. It's still being practiced right now. The ancient Kemetic spirituality, Ethiopian spirituality, is being practiced. Maya and all the ancient African spirituality is being practiced right now in Africa today. So it's not a dead culture. You see what I'm saying? But we know that them are African people. We know we are the immortal black gods of the earth. Remember, they can't kill you. You see what I'm saying? They can't kill you. We will always be on this. And we are the chosen people. Because Jaja, God, Allah, Mohammed, whoever, put us here first. Put us here first. And any prophet in any book that's truly ancient is of an African stock. You better believe all the immortal black gods. So when they go to make their hero movies or they hero or hero is the root is the hero. Hero is the root word of hero. So we are the immortal black gods. Every hero movie is more than likely the story of vengeance of the his father's death. Every concept, every script, they done kill or kidnap or something to somebody in their family, and they go to avenge their death. That's the story of Heru and his uncle Seth. You better go look it up, fam. Which he killed Seth killed his brother, assault, and cut him up. And they had the immaculate birth story. They had Heru. Heru went and avenged his father's death from his uncle. And you can see it when the sun rises and when the sun sets. That is the fight between Heru and Seth. And not to mention that everybody that came into Africa took from the African spiritual stories. So we must ID that. And we must know that. We must know that everybody has took a piece of Mama Africa and went and started their own religion, civilization, culture, and heritage. History would not be history without black people being here. And everybody got to know that. Everybody got to know that. History would not be history without black people being here. John Henry Clark say what y'all call black history. is the real pages of world history. They try to hide. Why would they try to hide your ancient history? Because they know if they made how they make 300 movies and Roman and Spartacus and Thor, how they can make all the movies. Make a real live Kemet, Nubia, Israel, Kemet, Ethiopian, Kush, Nubia movie, like a trilogy, and get an African perspective, not a European perspective, in the movie, and put that out through Hollywood. I dare you to do it, white boy. I dare you to do it because it'll be a wrap. You know, if we know what we are today, everybody gonna start running. Everybody gonna start running because that's when the revolution will start. When the resurrection of the mind, which is also your resurrection of Jesus, when your mind come back, that's when the revolution will start. And the revolution will not be televised. See, so when y'all out there marching, they put it on TV because political. It is not real war. Don't nobody want to go to war. But when somebody forcing it on you, you must stand up and defend yourself. You must stand up and avenge your ancestors. Because we tend to worry about the ancestors all the time and bring them up in every conversation that we get in. We tend to bring the ancestors up in every conversation that we get in. Not knowing that the ancestors saying, don't worry about us. Do our work. The ancestors saying, don't worry about us. Do our work. Meaning you need to look at what's in front of you. Get in your rock constellation, which is the present. Get in your rock constellation and fight for what you see right now today. Open your eyes and see. Everything ain't in the book, but white people know if they got something for black people, all they gotta do is put. See, we had a tendency to think that black people read. I'm not talking about everybody, because the gods and goddesses and the immortal black gods and goddesses on this planet, the real black Africans, quote Marshawn Lynch, my real black Africans know exactly what I'm talking about. So we in the age of Aquarius, which is the illumination of the mind, the resurrection of consciousness. The tree that Adam and Eve bit from, is that Eve bit from and started seeing in the world, which she bit from the tree of knowledge. So, if you believe in the Adam or Eve story, you gonna stay asleep. You gonna stay believing in Jesus. I can see if you said Yahweh. That way you put God in your image. You don't put another man's God in your image. We know that now. I am the observatory. So I learn from y'all. I hold the knowledge that I learned and keep it in the observatory. So if I see you getting off track for any other speakers or any other elders or anybody on social media, I'm a call because I see everything. Can't nothing get past me. I am the observatory. So when I see you getting off track, I make sure I come through because I'm the mechanic and I'm going to tighten your ass up. I'm going to come and tighten your ass up. If your engine loose, it's your brain. and you start steering off the track that we running on, I'm coming to tighten up your ass. I'm coming to tighten you up because I gotta look out for the family. I gotta look out for our best interest. Looking out for your best interest is not racism, homie. Y'all need to get y'all shit together. Everybody look out for their best interest except for my people in the diaspora. Black people, period. We look out for everybody else, but never look out for ourselves. That's not racism, homie. That's common sense. That's common sense for you to look out for yourself. I know we done did some wrong things to one another, but how is it ever gonna get fixed if we don't forgive one another? We must forgive one another. And what 2,000 years ago between Ethiopia, Israel, and Kemet is exactly what it is. It happened 2,000 years ago. Come to your Ra constellation. Come to your Aries constellation. And start thinking about right now. There's nothing wrong with making sure you. I'm talking to the, advanced students. Because some of y'all don't read, period. Let's just keep it hot. Most of y'all don't even read, period. And ain't gonna read. You niggas ain't gonna read. You gonna just stay asleep. You a monk. You a walking dead. You got narcolepsy, nigga. And some of y'all that's so-called conscious now, watch. 50% of y'all ain't gonna be here in 3 months. 3 months ain't none of y'all gonna be around. You just gonna be back in the comments. Matter of fact, most of y'all are just in the comments now. So you not speaking out. Because just typing something is not as strong as putting your spirit through this screen. Like the immortal black god, King Gates. As y'all can see, I got my Che Guevara on, and I got my Che Guevara. Got my Che Guevara, hold on. Got my Che Guevara on tonight, nigga. The real revolutionaries, nigga. Hitman Fidel Castro, nigga. Them is the real revolutionaries, nigga. They stood in line longer than anybody. And that's why we reveal Haile Selassie I the first. He was the first one to do it. And he stood against all the nations against one country. And they sent Italy in there to attack Ethiopia. Shit. That's what it was. They sent Italy, France. It's for you niggas that we and all. I know a lot of family speak French, and a lot of y'all from the Congo. I can't understand a lot of no French, other than we and the shit like that. But I don't even like English. See what I'm saying? Cause everything that we have been taught, know it by the language you speak. You've been taught what people taught you is what language you speak. So if you speak French, you was conquered by the French. You speak English, you was conquered by the English. You speak goddamn Spanish, you was conquered by the Spanish. And that go through all nations all over the world. But we, the black goddess and goddesses, in history will best qualify our research, and it is history that will restore our confidence in ourselves. We must, history is the restore confidence restore. That's why I said we need to make us a move about our own history to educate our own people about who we are today. But see, our family was not afraid of death. Our family was not afraid. They had no concept. That's the only thing that's keeping you in slavery right now, from wanting to even want to be a war and want to engage. And I used to say the same thing. Nah, man, they got all the weapons, and man, they know this, know that. But what you don't understand, they took it from you. They took the art of warfare from you. Sean learned it from ancient Africans. The first samurais in Japan, Chinese history were black people. They took that over there. Tigwa, Bodaham. They took the ancient African knowledge from Africa to India to China and Japan and so on. So we are the black gods of the earth. Shit, when the Arabs that was ruling Egypt at the time was in famine. When the Arabs was in famine in Egypt, in the 1300s, one of our ancestors took gold up there and gave it away. Kankamusa. His name Mansa Musa, but they call him Kankamusa in Mali because a lot of our gold up there and showed them that we had all that money. And then they came down there in the Africa looking for all that gold. All them Arabs and shit. So Mansa Musa went and saved Egypt after Egypt had them been conquered time and time again. One of our brothers and sisters went up there and got them out of famine. So you tell them so-called Dr. Hawass them that. You call Dr. Hawass, which is the holder of the ancient Egyptian historians. Dr. Hawass, you tell him that. Did not Mansa Musa come up there and save y'all ass from famine? So we are the immortal black gods. We can never die. We are the strongest people that ever walked the earth. We are the Christ. Read the book, The 16 Saviors. And Jesus was the last one. The first one was Heru. So peace and love, family. We are the immortal black gods. Jah Power. We on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and Instagram. We coming. King Gates coming to Instagram. 2018, and we coming to bomb shit, shut shit down on Instagram 2018. So I want to say blessed love, family. Jah Power, Rastafari. We are the immortal black gods forever. Peace and love, family. Best of love. Shalom.